welcome to the Perry Pencil Podcast. I'm excited to be back for this episode. I'm very excited to introduce my third and final child. Tell people your name.
My name is Patrick, and today I'm going to be doing stuff with my dad.
Wonderful. Alright, I got some notes down here that we're going to be going through. So, first of all, I want to thank everybody for stopping by to the Perry Pencil Podcast. I appreciate that. We got a few things to go through, so bear with us. We plan on having a great time. This is one of the most exciting things that I have going on. The first thing that I want to talk about today is that bringing Patrick into the YouTube channel, well, he'll have his own category. And do you know the name of your own category? What's your name? Tell everybody out there what your name is. Let's say it's together. Patrick Lightning. Patrick Lightning. Good. All right. So I want to get into where Patrick Lightning came from. So for those of you that are watching, get an understanding of what the purpose of this category is going to be for the Perry Pencil, for my channel, and what we plan to do with Patrick. Now, the idea came about when we were fans of the Black Lightning show. So I was thinking one day, and I said, well, I sat down and asked, all of my children, and all three of them rather, what they want to do. And I thought about Patrick, and I say so energetic that I wanted to do something that was going to be something that fits his personality. So I said, instead of Black Lightning, it's Patrick Lightning. So that's how that name came about. Another thing I want to do is touch on the fact that I do write. I'm a writer. I'm also a producer. So I wanted to take the time to start getting more into those strengths that I have in terms of script writing YouTube videos. And this particular idea it really has something to do with the fact that I wanted to put my writing skills to the test. And I wanted to work with Patrick and get some things going in terms of ideas that I've been brainstorming about. Let's talk a little bit about these comics. We're going to get the glare out of the way and get in there a little close. Okay, so this is the first issue of the comic that I published called Purge. And it has a meaning that I'll explain later on. And also, this is the first issue, so for those of y'all can see it. And it's a series that I have, it's 4 completed issues that I have. And this is the second issue, right? Okay, so this of course is the protagonist here, and then you have the group down here, the antagonist. And so basically, I'll go back to the first cover because it specifically deals with an armor, like a spiritual armor, right? So I want to touch on that for a few minutes. So basically what I thought about was for Patrick, I wanted to go ahead and do something where we could work together, and I did not want Patrick to be by himself, right? So we wanted to work together. So the idea is that I'm going to be his acting coach. I'm going to be working with him. We want to have fun. So the idea is for Patrick to have fun, and I wanted to do an extended universe of the Purge comic that I produced a little while ago. So the story basically is that, and you'll be able to see panels up in the corner, either over Jason or above Patrick. And basically the way the story goes is a continuation of the storyline with Purge, that the war was already won, and now you're looking at, it takes place in 2020 in the comic book, but now we are way past that point to where I have children. And so I'm going to be dealing with the main character, and then this is now my son, who has become Patrick Lightning, who we nicknamed after the Black Lightning show. And so the ideas that I had for it is basically for me to play around with ideas like superpowers, supernatural abilities. So Patrick here is going to be able to do extraordinary things, and I will be, playing around with some special effects. There's some things to look forward to that I'm sure that everyone will enjoy each episode. Also, the comic book is also, it will be a parody. I was thinking about like Batman and Robin, more like a teacher, a master and a student, and things of that nature, so that we can have fun. And there'll be some bantering, where Patrick and I make fun and joke at each other, right? Like picking at each other or teasing one another. And the chemistry between us will be great because it'll give dynamics to both of our characters as father and son, and me trying to train him, and him thinking he's better than me, right? Sometimes you think you're better than your dad. And And that right there would just bring, a little bit more of interest and things like that to the character. These episodes will also promote believing in yourself. So when I'm dealing with younger individuals, such as my son and many of you out there, this is very empowering. So I want to deal with like faith aspect in terms of believing in yourself, because at the end of the day, you believing in yourself actually it propels you to do things that is out of the ordinary. Let's say faith and believing in yourself goes contradicts the doubting part. So when you doubt yourself, you don't really fully reach your full potential. So this is really about reaching full potential and what you can do. So the Patrick Lightning character in the story will portray these things, just like the Purge character, in which at some point I do want to know and put out there, I'm going to be doing a motion comic book about the Purge comic book. So you will learn about the backstory, and also in the Patrick Lightning episodes, I will be inserting some of the issues and panels in between that. So I'm gonna have some cool things going on with live action, and a combination of that along with the panels from the comic book to kind of explain the story to you, so that way you get where I'm coming from. Now, I would like to ask you some questions, Patrick. Okay? Let's start off with your age. How old are you?
7.
You're 7 years old. All right. So talk a little bit about your talents. Like, what do you like to do? Just name a few of them so that people out here know actually what is Patrick capable of doing in terms of your talents. I know you have a few of them. Yeah, more than 2. What do you like to do?
Karate.
Okay, so he likes martial arts. What else can you do?
I can do cool tricks.
Like what types of tricks, so that people understand? Like what tricks are you talking about? You mean tricks when you're doing flips and stuff, or?
Yeah, I can do backflips. They do show you can do.
A show, right? You can from Street Fighter. So he's highly influenced, of course, with anime and also video games like Street Fighter and things of that nature. So when did you get into parkour? Or tell the audience, when did you come across parkour? Because I just happened to see you doing it one day, like running up walls, going over my couch. A message about that, flipping over furniture. I had to constantly tell them to be careful in the house, doing these things, but this is who Patrick is. So when did you come across parkour?
5.
Okay, so you've been doing it about 2 years now, so that's where your expertise come in, that's where your skill level is now, where you don't really make too many mistakes when you're doing parkour? No? Okay, good. Alright, so let's move on to question number 3. How do you feel about working with me and having your own channel? How do you feel about that? You feel good about that? You think you're ready? You ready to do some real work and some acting and some physical work? Because I kind of want him to be like an action superhero for his age, and you'll see where I'm going. And just stay tuned and definitely keep and coming to the channels and the videos and things like that, so that you can see what we're doing here on Purge Central. All right, let's see. Let's go on to the 4th question. I understand you draw too, right? You like to draw. You also, I had that and I took some notes for you. You sing a little bit, right? Who's one of your favorite singing artists? Who do you like?
Michael Jackson.
So he's a Michael Jackson singer. So he put this together himself. He has this button-down shirt, black one, and I think the song is Rock My World. This is what I'm asking, so I asked him what inspired the attire that he had on. He said, Michael Jackson, this is a song that Michael Jackson wore the button-down shirt open with a black t-shirt underneath it. All right, I think that's going to wrap things up. Did you have a good time today on the Purge Central podcast?
Yeah.
I'm glad you came along, man. I was really excited and have been thinking about having you on the Purge Central podcast for a while now. And I really appreciate you stopping by, and I'm excited about these episodes that we're going to be working on and having people take a look at in the near future in the new year. If you like what you saw here today, please continue to support this channel. Give this video a like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that alert button so that you can keep up with every episode that is going on in Purge Central. I have a lot coming up for you with promise. I also want to address the category that deals with the tutorials. I have been getting a certain amount of requests And I don't want anybody to be discouraged. I'm making this disclaimer here to let you know that the tutorials will be coming soon. It's just that I have a few categories that I'm introducing, and I want to make sure those categories have enough so that when people come to the channel, that they have enough to watch and digest without it being so lopsided. Because right now, if you can go in and you can view it yourself, I have a whole lot of tutorials that you can take a look at. I'm sure there's over 100. So what I'd like to do at this point is I'd like to go ahead on and add a little bit more to the other channels. I'd like to go ahead on and add to the other categories, so that way the categories start to even out a little bit. All right, we're going to be saying bye, and until next time, take care. Say goodbye.